Congressman Jim Jordan joins us now. Good morning to you, Congressman. What do you want from the administration? Good morning.
Well, I think the basic question is that what they've done here is unconstitutional, and maybe most importantly, it's unfair. I mean, Nancy Pelosi herself said several months ago that the president can't do this on his own. He can't just forgive loans. There has to be a bill that goes through Congress, actually debated and voted on by the legislative branch. So it's unconstitutional in our judgment. And as folks on the Judiciary Committee, we'd like to give what's his rationale for this. But more importantly, Americans instinctively get fairness. And they know this is unfair. It's unfair to the machinist in Ohio who's now having to pay for the gender studies major at Harvard, for goodness sake, for their student loans. So the unfairness question, I think, is what really gets Americans, because as human beings, we all instinctively get fairness. I mean, from the time you're a kid, if your brother gets 2 cookies and you get 1, somehow you're mad about it. I mean, we get fairness. So this is not fair, and the country understands that.
All right, next one for you, Congressman. Republicans still favored to win back the House, but Senator Bernie Sanders thinks, hey, the Democrats have a reasonable chance to retain Senate control. Do you think there's been a shift among voters? How do you see this playing out, Congressman?
Well, in any competition, you want to be confident. You never want to be overconfident. So I've said all along, I think we're going to win, but we've got to campaign hard. We've got to go talk to the American people about what's at stake in this election. And frankly, we've got to remind them how bad Joe Biden's been and Democrats in control of the Congress, because frankly, they haven't done one thing right. I always point out, remember, we went from a secure border to no border. We went from safe streets to record level of crime. We went from $2 gas to $5 gas. And we went from stable prices to a 41-year high inflation rate. And I haven't even got into the debacle that was the exit from Afghanistan, not to mention what they're doing to Americans' First Amendment liberties, Second Amendment liberties, Fourth Amendment due process rights. I mean, the attack on freedom has been unbelievable as well. So when you look at all that, I think the American people say, look, we want to get rid of these guys and put Republicans in charge. And then if we win, it's incumbent upon us to do what we told the American people we were going to do and fight for the things that really matter. So I think the country gets that. Again, I think Americans are smart. I think they got common sense. They know that this student loan thing is unfair. They know it's unconstitutional. And they know the Democrats deserve to be thrown out of office because everything they have done has been a disaster.
Very quickly, I want to get this one in, Congressman. NBC's Peter Alexander called out Biden for his semi-fascism comment, claiming it undercuts his pledge to be a unifier. I think he's right. What do you think?
Oh, of course he's right. This is ridiculous. Joe Biden, I was there on Inauguration Day during his speech when he said we need to unify the country. And we all agreed with that, frankly. And then what did he do? 2 hours after that, he went to the Oval Office and signed 21 executive orders that divided the country. And here he goes again. I mean, this is, as Mercedes pointed out, this is like when Peter Strzok said to Lisa Page in that one text message, when he's in the Walmart in Northern Virginia, he said, I can smell the Trump supporters. The disdain they have for conservatives, for Republicans, for President Trump supporters is wrong. And again, the country understands that.
Very good. As always, great stuff. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it very much.